Good evening, students. Today we'll discuss about an activity in routing switching, a practice for the exams. Okay, so I have a sample file here. Okay, two routers, one wireless router, then three switch, four switches. Okay, this is the pre-configured topology. Okay, you want to configure. So whatever topics you have studied till date is being added here. Okay, so all the topics, almost all the topics we have studied mostly after the midterm will be added here. Okay, so here I have a sample question here. Already the IP address table is completely almost done. Okay, so you don't want to fill the enter the values for routers or switches. Already the IP address is given in the pre-configured file. So already I configured in all devices. Okay, only thing you want to do is get the IP address in the client machines. Okay, DHCP clients from the server. I'll tell you. Okay, so whatever I have mentioned in the which one question paper, that only you have to do. Okay, so we have IP address table, VLAN table. Then first part is VLAN creation. Create name and assign VLANs on S1 S2 based on the VLAN port and port assignment table. Okay, so here based on this table I have to create two VLAN, VLAN 10 net VLAN, VLAN 20 math LAN. So for VLAN 10 range FA 0 bar 10 to 15, for VLAN 20 range FA 0 bar 16 to 20. This is a network address. Do this for S1 S2. Okay, so I'll open SW1 switch 1 first. Go to switch 1. Okay, enter, configure VLAN space 10. Okay, what was the name? Net hyphen LAN VLAN. Okay, so here name is net hyphen VLAN. Then VLAN 20. The name was math hyphen LAN. So name math hyphen VLAN. Okay, now exit. So range interface range FA 0 bar 10 to 15. Switch port mode access. Switch port access for VLAN 10. From where you get this, Mr.? See here, FA 0 bar 10 to 15. This is actually like this. Okay, from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 up to 15, you should configure VLAN 10 in access. Okay, now 16 to 20, you have to assign access for VLAN 20. Okay, same switch. So here exit. Now interface range FA 0 slash 16 to 20. Switch port. I'm not using the shortcut. Okay, that's why I'm typing the full command. You can use the shortcut, no issue. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20. Done. So after that, save it. Do WR. Exit. That is done. Now the same thing repeat for the S1 is done. Answer is already done. Now repeat the same for S2. Open S2. S2 also same. Enable configure space T. VLAN space 10. Name. What was the name? I think net. Where is that? Not this one. Net hyphen VLAN. Okay. So here S2 net hyphen VLAN, then VLAN 20, name math hyphen VLAN. Okay. Now exit. Assign the ports interface range FA 0 slash 10 to 15. Access for VLAN 10. So switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10. Oh, spelling mistake. Okay. Switch port, because I'm not using the shortcut. Okay, that's why. Now switch port access VLAN 10. Done. Now exit. Interface range FA 0 slash 16 to 20. Switch port mode access area 2C. Okay, then switch port access VLAN 20. Do WR. Exit. That's done. Now inter-VLAN routing on router. So here we have one router called as R1. Okay, that is the one which makes communication between VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. So for that inter-VLAN routing, what we need is which one? We have to divide that interface 0 bar 0. Okay, check this one. This is the interface connected to router. So this we want to divide or sub interface based on number of VLAN. We have two VLAN here means divide it into 0 bar 0.10 and 0 bar 0.20. Sub interface, that's encapsulation dot 1q. Okay, that what they will do is sub interface. Okay, so we are going to perform that sub interface. Okay, into VLAN routing. So enable configure interface G0 bar 0.10. Okay, encapsulation dot 1q space 10. Okay, IP address, the first address always, so 192.168.10.1255.255.255.0. Okay, no shit. We already know the network address of VLAN 10. That's why I see here VLAN 10 network address is 192.168.10.0. So first IP will be the that networks. Okay, gateway. That's why I put 10.1. Now go for next VLAN. So sub interface, right? So again interface B0 slash 0.20 encapsulation dot 1q20 IP address 192.168.20.1 space 255 by the 255 by the 255.0. No shit. Done. Exit. That is done. Do WR. Now the interval and routing is done. Now we have ether channel. Okay, so here after that DHCP. Okay, ether channel. We do one thing. We'll go for DHCP first, then go for ether channel. Okay, so okay, leave it. It's ether channel. Okay, so ether channel means so I'll show you what is ether channel. See here we have multiple, more than one link between switches. Okay, so S1 S2 we have FS bar 3 4, S1 S3 FS bar 1 to 2, S2 to S3 FS bar 5 to 6. Okay, so if you are not having either channel, what happened, this will make a spanning tree protocol setup. Okay, so what happened, the spanning tree protocol will not allow you to make redundant paths, so they will make some ports blocked by choosing that root bridge via sending BPDUs. Okay, now what happened, now I need redundancy, I want multiple paths between switches. So if one path is down, we can use another path, another one, right? So we need multiple links. So how we can avoid STPs, configure ether channel. Okay, so ether channel means configuring redundant links between switches by stopping STP also. Okay, two protocols are there, PAGP and LACP. So here we will use PAGP, LACP both. Okay, so here first thing S1 to S3 first. Okay, what was the question? S1 to S2 I need PAGP. S1 S2 3 bar 4. Okay, so here I'll go with S1. So S1 S2 is FA 0 bar 3 to 4. Okay, all the commands are already here. You can check this. Okay, so S1 here interface range FA0 slash 3 to 4. Okay, channel group 1 mode desirable. So this is we are using desirable mode. Okay, both can negotiate. Okay, then exit. So we have to make it as a bundle. Okay, two physical interfaces combined to be a logical interface. That's port channel. So we put port channel number 1, switch port mode trunk. Okay, so making a logical port channel by combining one or more, maybe here two physical ports. Okay, that's what ether channel, and we can avoid the advantage is this one, redundancy. The main advantage is we can avoid STP. You can which one, stop spanning tree protocol being operated. Okay, so except this one done. Now we have S1 to S3 LACP, S1 to S3. Okay, for that we have same command, but port channel group will be second one, 2, and the mode will be active active. LACP means link aggregation control protocol. There we have another mode, active active. So both negotiating switches negotiate means active active. Okay, so here from S1 to S3 we have 1 and 2, right? So go here. No, S2 is not done. Okay, I have to do S2 also now. S1 only done, right? So interface range FA0 slash 3 to 4, channel group 1 mode desirable. Okay, which is that one, this switch. Okay, S2 not done. Now we are doing. Then no shut exit, then interface port channel 1 switch port mode trunk, no shut exit. Okay, now 1 and 3 LACP, so active active ports are 1 and 2. See here, switch 1 switch 3 we have port FA0 bar 1 to 2. Okay, so go here, interface range FA0 slash 1 to 2, channel group 2 mode active exit, then interface port channel 2 switch port mode trunk exit. Do the same for S3, same ports FA0 bar 1 to 2 LACP mode, so active mode. Enable configure space T interface range FA0 slash 1 to 2, channel group 2 mode active, then exit, then interface port channel 2 switch port mode trunk exit. Okay, now S3 S4 ports are 5 6, and what is the mode we need, Mr. We need port channel 3 S2 S3, again LACP, sorry PAGP, that's a desirable. Okay, so here 2 and 3. Okay, so start with 3, interface range FA0 slash 5 to 6, channel group 3 mode desirable exit, interface port channel 3 switch port mode trunk exit, do WR. Okay, same thing for S2, interface range FA0 slash 5 to 6, channel group number 3 mode desirable exit, sorry exit, interface port channel 3 switch port mode trunk, do WR exit. Ether channel done. Okay, you can check it later if you want to check. Now see, show ether channel, show ether channel summary. You can see in S2 we have two port channel 1 and 3, both are in use, that's why SU means in use, both are PAGP. Okay, so between S2 S3 S2 S1 both are PAGP, that's why it is showing PAGP, but for S1 one is LACP. Just check that. How to check the ether channel configuration, or how we have we done the ether channel? How we check that? There we can go for show run, or we can use a simple command show ether channel summary. When you do that, you can see. So for S1 we have two. One is PON, one is PO2. So both are in use. SU means in use. See, in use. Okay, layer 2 in use. Now both are PP. PP means it's working. Okay, in port channel. If I means inactive, see, standalone or inactive, but here both are PP. And here see, one is PAGP, port numbers 3 and 4, one is LACP 1 and 2. Like that we can have the same in S3 also. Okay, so see here, so ether channel summary, also both are SU in use, 1 and 2 with PO02, 3, 5 and 6 with P03, PO3, port channel 3. Okay, now if that's done, now go for next one. Configure router as DHCP server, assign IP address automatically for VLAN 10 and 20. Okay, with with small note. Okay, with the following requirements. Okay, so create a DHCP pool, net LAN for VLAN 10, configure the required network address, gateway, DNS according to the table. Okay, so I will make this configure DHCP pool as net LAN. So instead of that, okay, here we put net LAN. Okay, so put net LAN. Okay, so I'll go to router, enable configure space D. Okay, so what is the name of that net LAN? Okay, IP DHCP pool net LAN. Then we have network address. Okay, so you know VLAN 10. So VLAN 10 network address is 192.168.10.0. See here, VLAN 10 192.168.10.0/24 is the network address. Okay, so type network 192.168.10.0/255.255.255.0. Then DNS server, our DNS server is this one, 50.2. IT server or DNS server. Okay, this one is 50.2. So here DNS server, DNS server 192.168.50.2 done. Now what we have is default gateway. See, default router or default gateway for the VLAN 10. The default router is default gateway or default route is 192.168.10.1 first IP. Okay, so configured a pool name, network address given with mask, default router, the default gateway address of the VLAN 10, DNS server given, then exit. Okay, exit. After that, VLAN 20. So we have MAC LAN. Okay, so next is math LAN. So before that you have to exclude. Okay, so here we need to exclude 5 IP address in VLAN 10 node because I want to make some maybe some management address we need. That's why we have to put out of 192.168.10.0. I want to make 10.1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclude, maybe use for some other purpose. Okay, so how to exclude? The command is go to the configuration mode and type IP DHCP excluded address. Okay, 192.168.10.1 up to where 10.5. Okay, so 192 dot, see here, if you have any doubt just put question mark, they will ask you end IP address. Okay, so first starting IP then end IP dot 5, only 5 I need to exclude. Okay, after that IP DHCP pool math LAN, then the default what was the first thing after network? Okay, network should come for second. Okay, so after creating pool name, now network for VLAN 10 20 is 192 192.168.20.0/255.255.255.0. Default router is 192.168.20.1. DNS server is same 192.168.50.2. Done. Okay, now exit from the DHCP mode. Now come back to config mode, and here also you have to exclude first five. Okay, so IP DHCP exclude 192.168.20.1 space up to where 20.5. Done. So DHCP also done. Okay, now check whether the computers NetPC1, NetPC2, Math PC1, Math PC2 getting IP address, subnet mask, gateway, DNS, or everything from the server. Okay, so here these four computers should get which one IP address on the router. This is the router where we configure DHCP server. Before that, I want to check whether I configured access port properly or not. Just me, let me check. Okay, for that, okay, show run, and I see I think 10 to 15 I gave as port access related. Okay, 16 done. What about another switch? Let me check here because after that it's difficult to troubleshooting is difficult. That right? Checking everything before that. Okay, 10 to 6, 15. Okay, 10. See, 16 to 20, 16 to 20. We have 20. Now, how do we check the? So what we have done till now is configure the which one VLANs, create VLANs, assign access ports for VLANs. Then we have configured Ether channel, trunk ports. Then we have configured inter-VLAN routing in router. Okay. Then we have configured DHCP. Before that, let me check what is FS0 bar 3. Is it trunk or not? Show run FS0 bar 3 trunk. Okay. Now I go to the computer and check whether I am getting the IP address or not. Okay. Stop IP. Why it is not getting IP? Yes, I'm getting. Okay. Maybe it took some time. So I also got afraid why it is not coming. So make it this one. Now this is VLAN 10T. This is again VLAN 10. So I tried, that's why it is showing. But now again come back here to D. Now if you want to make it faster, go to fast forward button. Go here. Now come back and check if it is at PC1 we already got the IP 10 dot I think 6. Let's wait for the okay now this one 10.10. Okay, this one 20.7. This one is still requesting. What about this one? Still requesting. Why these two are taking a lot of time? I already configured VLAN, right? 10.6 also I have done. Okay, it's getting. But sometimes no, it takes time because Ether channel and almost redundant links no, will take different links or different path. That's why it took some time. Okay, so as of now, it's success. Now port security on S4. You know why we configure port security is we are making the switch secure. So if you don't have port security, like if you don't limit the ports with a number of MAC address to be added or number of computers connected, what happens? No, anybody will come with a laptop or a particular PC and they connect it to the switch port and they will start accessing the data or try to attack the network. That's why we are going to do some port security configuration the switches. Okay, so here I want to configure port security on access ports on S4. Okay, so I have this one in S4. I have two devices. One is computer, one is server. So the ports are 2 and 3. These are the access port. I only configured the ports as coming under VLAN 50. So here, you know, again, Mariam, access port of S4 means any port of a switch which is connected to any device like computer or server, it is access. The switch port connecting to router is trunk, but this is access. So S4, 2 and 3 are access. Okay. So go here, configure port security and access port. So go here, enable, configure. Okay, maybe I put the, forget to put the name. Okay, S4 here. Okay. Now interface range FA0 slash 2 to 3. So first thing, when you are going to configure a port security, you have to make the port access. Okay, so just putting switch port mode access. Then first command to configure port security is switch port security. Okay. Then what else they are asking? Maximum two address allowed to be learned on that port. Okay. So in that port 2 and 3, maximum two devices connected. Okay. Switch port port security max 2. Okay. Then configure the access port so that it will automatically add MAC address learned on the port running configuration. Okay, so whenever any device is connected, that MAC address automatically copied into the running configuration of switch. So that the command is switch port security MAC address sticky. Okay, so I will type here switch port port security MAC address sticky. Okay, you don't want to type the full command. You can use shortcuts like tab key, question mark like that, but I'm not using. Okay, being a teacher, I'm not supposed to use a shortcut, right? Now, what I did is I configured some port security. Maximum devices to if more than two devices are going to connect it. So what we'll do? We have to find out anybody violate that rule. If violation is found, means I have to drop the packet, generate a notification, syslog notification, and do not disable the port. There are three types of port security violation mode. Shutdown means disable the ports. And anybody connecting the computer to the particular 2 and 3 port, and it is a third computer, like we can connect maximum 2 here. Okay, if you are connecting the third one, if you are in shutdown mode, they will shut down the ports. Restrict and protect, no, they will not disable the, they will not shut down the ports, but they will also not allow the packets to be sent to that port. One will generate syslog notification and do not disable. Another one will not generate notification. That's the difference between restrict and protect. So we'll go for restrict mode. Okay. So configure port security violation mode to drop packet if it exceeds the maximum. Maximum is 2 here. Generate a syslog notification that somebody violated the rule. Then disable the, do not disable the ports. Okay. So here the command is switch port security violation mode restricted. Sorry, switch port. Sorry, oh, spelling mistake. Huh? Switch port security. What happened? Okay, it's a spelling mistake. That's the problem. If you are typing the command yourself, it will be some spelling mistake. Okay, switch port security violation. Now restrict. No need of mode. Okay, just put restrict. Okay, do WR. Do WR. Oh, that's a little bit faster. Okay, so that will be done. Now DHCP snooping. Mr. What is DHCP snooping? Again, a method to avoid the attacks from security attacks from attacker or what we call a hacker or what we call that. Okay, unwanted person. Okay, so DHCP, there are different types of attacks like a DHCP starvation. So DHCP, you know, dynamic host configuration protocol, the server will be assigning IP address for the clients. Automatically, they can choose the IP address and there is a lease period for the clients to get the IP. And here the clients want to send DHCP discover message. Okay, so whenever the clients send discover messages, they will discover the server and the server will give them that sample or set of the pool of IP address mask gateway like that. Okay, but in DHCP starvation, what happens now? The hacker or the attacker keep on sending unwanted DHCP broadcast to discover messages. So what happened? The server will always reply to the attacker and he may give the fake MAC address, so he cannot find out. Okay. In that case, what happened? The legitimate or authentic clients cannot get the server's service. The DHCP server will not reply for the client. So what happened? The client will die for IP. That's why DHCP is starving. Starving means dying, right? Here you are not dying for food, you are dying for IP address. Okay. How do we protect that? One method is DHCP snooping. So here we make some ports as trusted ports, and we can limit the number of DHCP discover requests made by a client through a access port or through a LAN port. Okay, so here we want to make the ports, trunk ports and server port on the switch as trusted ports. Okay, they are trusted. Untrusted are the ports connected to end device like access ports or computers. That ports are untrusted. So here trusted, make the trunk port and server port on SW4 switch 4 as trusted port. Okay, so here I will check for S4, this is trunk port towards the router, and another one is server, towards server also trusted port. So I'll make 0 bar 1 to 2. Okay, still not done now. Maybe it takes few more seconds. Okay, let's wait. Now it's still not done now. It's taking a lot of time. Okay, maybe there is a command is there to bypass this one, but I forget. I alt something. I forget. By the time I will check the other things. Okay, so this is DHCP snooping. Now see, limit untrusted ports on S4 to 5 DHCP packets per second. Okay, so that means untrusted port, any port connected to computer access ports. Okay, they can send only 5 DHCP requests or discover packets at a time. That's DHCP snooping limit rate 5. And enable DHCP snooping globally for VLAN 10, 20, 30 or 50. Okay, but here we don't have 30, we have 50 only. So make it IP DHCP snooping VLAN 10, 20, 50. It is in global mode, that's why global confusion. Okay, let's see that S4 is still now ready or still take a lot of time. Huh? Okay, let's wait. By the time we go for port fast, the port fast and BPDUGuard again another each one commands related to layer 2 security. Okay, port fast means here what they will do, a switch port or a trunk port to make the STP forwarding state immediately. Okay, spanning tree protocol we have now switches, we have forwarding state, learning state, listening state. Okay, so when you make it port fast, the switch STP forwarding state will be immediately done. Okay, BPDUGuard. So what is BPDUGuard? Bridge Protocol Data Unit. So actually, the switches will transfer or switches will send BPDU frames or packets between them, so that they will choose the root bridge. To avoid layer 2 loops, we have to choose one switch as root bridge. Okay, how do they choose? See example in this case, we have what is the topology? We have three switches. We in spanning tree protocol we have to make one switch as a root bridge. Okay, how do we choose this is the switches will forward or they will transfer BPDU information between them. So in that BPDU they will mention information about the bridge ID. So those switches which has bridge ID lowest will become root bridge. So here what happened now, a hacker acting as a switch spoof, okay, act like a switch, and they will start sending BPD frame to the switch or root bridge claiming that I have the lowest bridge ID and I will become the root bridge. So to avoid that thing, we make the BPDU protect, okay, BPDU guard. See here, enable BPDU guard means in the access ports nobody can send BPDU frames or packets. Okay, that's what we are doing. So here let's see S4. What's the status here? Okay, thank God it's gone. So do WR. Okay, now exit. After that, I think we have to do DHCP to be. I told you it's actually used to protect the devices network from DHCP starvation or DHCP spoofing attacks. Okay, spoofing means somebody will the hacker will try to act as a DHCP server. They will try to give on their pool information. So to avoid that one, we have DHCP snooping. Okay. So trusted ports are trunk and server port. Okay. So here I have in S4 we have one is trunk, two is server. Okay. So what I will do, I'll go to range, interface, range FA0 slash 1 to 2, IP DHCP snooping trusted. Okay. I trust the DHCP request coming from trunk port and the port connected to server. That's why it is trusted. After that, what I have next command. The question is, this is a question, okay? This is answer. These three are answer. These two are answer. So this two are the answer. Next command, limit untrusted ports and switch 4 to 5 DHCP packets per second. Okay, so untrusted port. For switch 4, untrusted is FA0 bar 3 connected to computer. Okay, so go to FA0 bar 4, sorry, FA0 bar 3. Okay, interface FA0 bar 3, IP DHCP snooping limit rate 5 packets per second, like this. Okay, then on S4 enable DHCP snooping globally for VLAN 10, 20, 50. Okay, so S4 globally. So go to global configuration IP DHCP snooping VLAN 10, 20, 50. Done. 2WR. Save. Now enable port fast on all the access ports are in use on switch S4. Okay, I told you port fast means make the switch STP forwarding state immediately, bypass the listening learning that modes. Okay. Now what are the access ports of switch 4, 2 and 3? Access port again, Mariam, ports of a switch connected to computers, end device or server. Switch to router or trunk port. Okay, so access ports, interface, range, FA0 slash 2 to 3. What is that? Spanning tree, port fast. Okay, spanning tree, port fast. Done. Okay, after that, what is next? Enable BPDUGuard on all access ports that are on use. Okay, so BPDUGuard means so the switch should not accept BPDU frames from the access ports. Actually, switch to switch communication. A switch, one switch has to send BPDU frames or packets to another switch. So switch should not receive BPDU frame or packet from computers. That's why in all access ports we have to make it BPDU guard enable and BPDU which one port fast default. Okay, so first one BPDU. Okay, so BPDU guard enable here, same access ports we are in 2 and 3. Okay, so spanning tree BPDU guard enabled, spanning hyphen tree BPDU guard enabled. Now what's the last one? All access ports will use port fast by default. So already I am in access port. Okay, so spanning tree port fast default. Done. Do WR. Then what's next? Shut down all unused ports on switch S4 and create VLAN 25. Name it as TVM. Trivandrum. Okay, TVM actually is my place, my capital city of my place, Kerala. So Trivandrum. I'm a little bit selfish. Okay, so I put my city name. Okay, don't take it serious. Okay, Mr. Yusuf. So first you have to shut down unused ports on switch S4. So unused ports shutdown means, okay, unused ports. What are unused ports? So here when you go to the switch, for switch 4 we use 3, 2, 1. So remaining 4 FA0 bar 4 to 24 and G0 bar 1 to 2 are unused. So I'll go for the range first. Configure space C, interface range FA0 slash 4 to 24, G0 slash 1 to 2. Shut down, just shut. Okay. So the command to disable unused ports in a switch are find out the ports which are not used. So enter their name in the range int range command f0 bar 4 to 24 any 4 5 6 7 8 up to 24 and g0 bar 1 and g0 bar 2 shut or shut down. Okay. Then create a new VLAN. They told now. So that you have to go exit VLAN 25 name. I told you my city name Trivandrum, sorry TVM, and make those unused ports into should be come under this VLAN. Okay, so interface range again FA0 slash 4 to 24 G0 slash 1 to 2 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 25 UWR. That's done. Okay. After that, like we are putting all unused ports into this VLAN 25. That's all. Okay. Don't put any used port. Only put unused port. Okay. In used port means class. Okay. Now wireless network. What I need to do? Router IP address I want to set. LAN IP I want to set. Mask. Enable DHCP server. Start IP. Maximum users. DNS. Everything I want to set. Okay. First thing this one. Wireless router. So go here. Basic settings. Open wireless router. Go to GUI. Okay, so here internet connection, internet static type already have given the IP, no need to change. You have to start from the router IP, network IP. So here 192.168 I put 80.1. Okay, subnet mask 255.250. DHCP should be enabled, and we want to save the setting. Now what happened? Starting IP, what is given in the question paper? Starting IP is 80.15, number of users 25, DNS 50.2. Okay, so 80.15, maximum users 25, DNS is 192, sorry, 192, 168, 50.2, save. Okay, after that, same screenshot. Okay, basic wireless settings, network mode wireless and only SSID. Again, my state Kerala and standard channel 5 in this frequency. Okay, SSID broadcast. Okay, to the basic wireless settings. Where is Mr. Wireless settings? Go up, Baba. Wireless. Okay, so basic wireless settings. Okay, basic wireless settings. I think it looks different. Let me check here. Which one you are choosing? Okay, wait. Wireless settings. Basic. Here, which one? You want to use 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz or whichever you want you can use. Okay, so here what they told is wireless N only Kerala standard channel. Okay, so I will use this say 2.1. Okay, so remaining all disabled. Okay, I'll go for 2.4 this one. Okay, the SSID I put is Kerala. K only gaps. Okay, this frequency will be 5. You can choose 2.4 5 gigahertz. So this one I choose this one 2.4. So remaining 2 I disable. Okay, sometimes only one will come, choose that one. Okay, now channel bandwidth, did I give anything? No. SSID broadcast only for 2.4, remaining 2 I disabled. Okay, after that I will save. Okay, then what I have is wireless security mode. Okay, so here wireless security mode I have WPA to personal passphrase 129. Okay, so I'll go to, for that what I need is I want to go to, this is okay, basic setup okay, wireless okay. Now wireless security, here I want to choose WPA to personal passphrase is 123456789. Okay, I'll copy the, I'll paste a screenshot. Okay, like this I will copy here before this. Okay, this one, this is for connecting clients. Okay, this one I have to add this. Done. Now I configured the basic settings. Now don't forget to save it. Save settings. Done. Okay, after that what they told is connect the wireless client's laptop L1 and smartphone to WR wireless router. Okay, so go here, laptop. So here see, it is wired. If I go and choose wireless Murphy, what I should do, I have to turn off, remove the wired NIC, add the wireless NIC, turn on the laptop, then go to config, you could see wireless, or go to desktop, you could see PC wireless. No need to go to connect, no need to type the SSID Kerala, it will come here. Why it's not coming? Then it's not coming, we'll go here, wireless. Okay, we'll go to here, Kerala, here to PSK 123456789. Let's see the IP address we receive or not. Let me fast forward. Okay, let's wait till the arrow turns to, sorry, that finger turns to hand, symbol turns to finger. This one arrow. Okay, let me check what's the issue here. Why it is not connected? Let's check. Open the wireless router, please. It's taking a lot of time. We finished all the important things. This is the last one, the easy one. Okay, here we are just stuck on. Okay, just open, make it fast. Okay, so this 48 okay, 80.1 okay, enabled okay, 50.2 here static IP okay, for DNS server done, this is enabled. Then wireless also we have done, this enabled auto. Okay, here wireless N only. Okay, this N only. Kerala enabled, remaining to disabled. Kerala capital. Okay, auto, it's okay, no problem, auto is enough, fine, it's okay, save it. Then wireless security we have WPA to personal AES encryption, don't change. Okay, 129 is password. Save settings. Now check the smartphone, go to config. I think they already got the IP. It is already in the, see, already got the IP. Okay, I already I think done that one. So again I will show for you wireless what settings. Okay, it is by default. So I'll put Kerala, this one, 123456789. That happened both. Now L1 is connected, laptop also will connect. Maybe it takes some time for connection. Okay, like this. It will also authenticate and connect because it takes some time for the device to get connected. That's why I fast forward. Okay, now waiting for the hand symbol to move, change to arrow. Sometimes it takes time. Okay, let's open this L1 and check what's IP received. Is it in the range of 80 dot something? Then it's class. Packet tracer file taking a lot of time. Make it fast. We don't have time. It's already 10:40 night. Make it fast, Mister. Okay, it will be connected. Okay, we'll just go for the other thing. By the time we'll come back, I think it's after that. See like this. Okay, give the SSID. I think I put capital K remaining small letter. Okay, then WPA to PSK 129. Okay, IP will get to the DHCP. Done. After that, static routing. Okay, important thing. Okay, routing any how to access the remote networks. We need to add routing. Okay, static or dynamic. Here we are studying only static routing, so you have to do the static routing configuration. Okay, so let's wait for the see both devices connected. Okay, now it's okay. Now what I need to see for the router for the devices to access remote network. There are two types of network. Okay, direct network and remote network. So direct network means this router has three direct network. One is VLAN 10, 192.168.10.0. Another one is VLAN 20, 192.168.10.0. Other one is WAN network, and it 20.20.20.0. Okay, the remaining this are remote network. Remote network means the routers not connected directly to the network. This is remote network. Okay, how do we access that one? For accessing remote networks, we need routing. Okay, so here on R2, configure directly connected IPv4 static reach route to reach VLAN 10. So from R2, there is R2. I want to reach VLAN 10, 192.160.10.0 network. Okay, how do I reach? Go to R2 and it is direct network. Direct means you can take that next hop, sorry, exit interface. Okay, so go here, enable. First thing I'll change the host name. Okay, host name. Then IP route where I want to go. Destination is 192.168.10.0. Mask is 255.255.255.0. What is the exit interface? Exit. How do I go towards this network? Exiting is S00. Okay. SE00. Understood? I want to go to this network. This mask through exit interface. I want to exit through 000. Now next is on R2, configure a next hop IPv4 static route to reach VLAN 20 via R1. Okay, now I want to reach VLAN 20 but via next hop. Next hop is this one. Okay, from R2, I want to go through R1 to this VLAN 20 means next hop is the IP address of the interface connected to next router. So from here, next hop will be S00 bar 0 of S00 of G, which one? Router R1. What is the IP of router R1S00? It's very slow. 2021. Okay, 2021. So go here. I'll write the command IP route. I want to go to VLAN 20 192.168.20.0 mask 255.255.255.0 and next hop IP 2020.1. Done. Okay. After that, on R1, configure directly connected IPv4 static route to reach wireless network. Wireless network is 80.0. Okay, I want to go there through direct network, any serial or exit interface. Okay, this is wireless network. I know it is 192.168.0. So go here, configure IP route 192.168.80.0 slash 2 space 255.255.0 and exit. How do I exit? How do I reach here? Exit is S00. Okay, SC0000. Done. Next, configure IPv4 default static route by R2. Default static route. That means it will match any mask, any network. They will take up to the next one, next router. So what is the exit interface? S00. So go here, IP route 0.0.0.0, any network, any mask, okay, towards R2. So SE 000. Done. Next, on R1 configure directly connected IPv6 static route to VLAN 3050, and 50 is the S4 connect. Okay, so where is VLAN 50 network? Okay, IPv6 network. I'll go there and check. This VLAN 50, the IP address is IPv6 is 2001 DB8 A1 colon colon 2. Huh? So here this is IPv6 address for IT server. Okay, so I want to go to where directly connected static route to VLAN 50. So VLAN 50, it is not V colon colon 1, it is A colon colon 1. Okay, so this one I will copy. So where I want to go, I want to go to the VLAN 50, that is DB8 A1 colon colon 64. Now how do I reach? Through S00. Okay, so I will copy this command. Okay, because IPv6 will always sometimes colon is missing also, it will be error. So I'll go here, I'll paste this command. Done. Now next is configure on R1 configure IPv6 next hop static default route via R2. Next hop. So next hop, where is the address here? Okay, next hop. This is from this router. This is the next hop. SC00 of R2 is the next hop. Okay. So what is the IP address given in which one? Router. Okay. R2 IPv6. So just check show run. S00 I put B colon colon. Okay, so this one is next hop. Copy this one, not exit interface, next hop IP. Okay, now I want to go to, okay, sorry, not this one, this is actually here. Okay, I want to create a default static IPv6 route. Default means I don't know about network, I don't know about the mask, that's why everything zero. In IPv4 we can put 000. Here if everything is zero means that put colon colon. Okay, then slash 0 also. Okay, so this command I will copy paste through where R2. So next hop is this one 2000 db8 b1 colon colon. Why Mr. How you got this? From R1 I want to go to next hop is R2, the 000 IP6 address. Okay, so I'll put that copy the command and I'll just copy paste here. Sorry, not this command, I didn't copy properly. So here this is the command I want to copy. Okay, and there was a space here. Okay, here IP route 0. So this one copy, put here, done. Okay, do WR. So any network, any mask, okay, slash 0. Then how do we go next hop? Not directly connect. Directly connect means I can use exit interface, but sometimes I ask you next hop means the IPv6 address of next router's interface. Okay, which is connected common to this router. Okay, so this is done. Now we have testing and troubleshooting. Already we tested the either channel creation. Okay, so that also we can try, like if I remove one cable also still it is connected. So I'll go here and remove this. If you want you can test this. Okay, sorry, remove one cable and still you can see the connection because it is ether channel. So we have multiple links connected between switches. If one link is down, other link will be up. Okay, just remove this one and just go to switch S1 and see what happened in the Ethernet summary. Show Ether channel summary. See here, 1 is now down. 4 I removed, no, that's down there. Okay, but still it is used because one cable is enough. Now I will come back and put the control Z. It will be now up. Now both links are there. Okay, it will take some time for changing from amber to or orange color amber to green. It will take some time. Okay, by the time I'll go for the next command. Next one is show port security settings. Okay, summary of port security on switch 4. We are just troubleshooting. Okay, so go for S4 port security. Go to the sorry, it's topology. This is S4. Okay, S4 show port security first summary, then go for specific port. Okay, so I don't know what happened. It's very slow. Machine is running. That file is opening very slow. Okay, so by the time it comes, I just go through the commands. Okay, so show port security summary means just put show port security command. You can see I configured port security and two ports, access ports 0 bar 2 and 0 bar 3. Maximum two MAC address can be which one? Learned. Currently one MAC address there, then no violation. Okay, then restrict is the mode I give. Then for port security on FS0 bar 2 specifically, I want to check means show port security interface FS0 bar 2. It is enabled, status is secured up, violation mode restrict, aging time. I didn't mention aging time, so like how long the MAC address will be valid or age. Okay, the aging time. Absolute, we can make it for inactive also. So if 10 minutes I put means after 10 minutes of inactive, no, inactive means what happened? The switch port will be now that shut down. Okay, like that. Okay, aging time. That MAC address will be removed. Okay, so this one is MAC address 2, total MAC address 1. Okay, sticky. Already I stick the MAC address. Okay, violation count 0. Let me check here. S4, it's working. Yes, show port security. See here, 2 and 3 configured, maximum 2. Okay, here no, I didn't do anything. Okay, just I didn't they didn't learn that MAC address. Okay, once I learn the MAC address, I will show. Okay, now show MAC address port security for FS0 bar 2. So here show port security interface FS0 bar 2. Enabled maximum 2 but no address added. So what I will do, I will make a ping from this switch computer to this server. Do that it should go through the switch, then only that MAC address can be learned, right? I'll go to the computer, open desktop command prompt. I know the MAC address of the IT server is 192.168, sorry, 168.50.2. Once it pings, see, once it pings, know what happens. I'll come back here also. Maybe I put a ping operation back to the computer. Ping 192.168.50.3. Once it's ping, no. Now go back to the switch and check both commands. Okay, now first thing is port security summary command. Okay, now current to MAC address into both MAC address of 0 bar 2 connected with PC, 3 is server, so both MAC address now counted that stored. Okay, now I'll go for the FS0 bar 2 show port security interface FS0 bar 2. Now see total MAC address 1 because I send a packet from which one computer to server. Computer was connected to 0 bar 2, server was 0 bar 3. Now the sticked MAC address. Why configured MAC address 0 means that one we can manually configure the MAC address for a port. Switch port, port security, MAC address, and enter the MAC address of computer. But here I am learning the MAC address dynamically or automatically. That's why it is sticky MAC address 1. The MAC address also coming here. So you want to check the MAC address, go to the computer and just IP config space slash all. Okay, that you can check later. Now violation count 0 because I didn't add a third computer. Maximum 2 computers allowed. If you add the third computer, violation count will increase. Okay, that you can try yourself. Now I don't want to make the video more lengthy. That's what I'm going to now test it. Now display a routing table, IPv4 routing table router. Okay, so I want to check how many routes added in the router R1. Okay, so go to the R1. So IPv4 routing table. So all the show commands in hash mode. Okay, so show IP route. I could see this is C means direct network. L means the local IP that. Okay. C again 10.0. L 10.1. C again 20.0. Then L 20.1. Now we have two static route. One is static route towards wireless network. Another one is default IPv4 route. Now I have to check the IPv6 route. Okay. So show IPv6 route. Only difference between IPv4 and IPv6 route. In IPv4 network we will write show IP route. In IPv6 we will write show IPv6 route. There you could see. I have a static default IPv6 route. Then static route, directly connected routes, local. Okay. Now after that, if you want to ping two computers, okay, you can ping from here to here, here to here, whatever. Okay. So just you can try those. So let me check the IP address received on the computer as 80.50. Here it is 80.16 class. Okay, this is the activity. You can ping from here to here like that. You can do. Okay, your wish. Okay. Now that's all the video. I hope you will understand this video. This is almost 1 hour.